Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Jama Sabrin Saad, matric number 1835578 from Group 3. Our topic is basic organizational skills. In this video, we will talk about skills needed for organization, ethics, and effective meeting. I will be presenting organizational skills. Let's dive into our topic. What is organizational skills? Organizational skills are skills needed to make our resources more effective and efficient. Being organized allows us to minimize our work. What prevents us to be organized? Or what makes us to be in a disorganized condition? There are three things that makes us to be in this state. First is procrastination. This issue mainly occurs when we delay our work and we lack the motivation and effort to proceed furthermore to do a task. And second is stress. This also occurs when persons suffer from mental health conditions in their life. What mental health conditions are they suffering? They either suffer from stress itself, anxiety, and depression. They wouldn't focus on how they're gonna solve or how they're going to organize their life. They rather focus on how they will solve the problem that makes them to be in that state of health condition. And third is lack of organizational skills. Logically, in this aspect, we are disorganized because we might lack the skills needed to make life and workspace organized. So the question is, how do we improve our skills needed to organize our life? In the next slide, we will give full details on the skills needed to improve our organizational skills. So generically, there are 5 organizational skills that we need to have. First is time management. Managing our time is very important skill to have to balance our life and work. When we lack this skill, time management, mostly so many issues occur within an organization because everything is not set on due time or due date and everything is messed up. So it's better to have time management in organizations so everything is settled down as early as possible and is finished within their time. And third is planning. Second is planning. Planning ahead makes organization easier. Without planning, our work may be disorganized. And third is setting goals. Setting down the goals to achieve in a given task or in our daily life keeps us organized and motivated. An organization must set down their goals they want to achieve in future or in present to inspire the team to work hard and perform well. And third and fourth is resource allocation. Identify what resources you need in a project or task to prevent us from scrambling around. It's easy to identify the resource you want for a project or task to make us easy to start or finish the project and to prevent us from not searching help from outside or from people. And the last is delegation. Delegating tasks to team members and assigning them to their responsibility to do the task. Here it means that an organization they must assign tasks according to their knowledge to the team members according to what part they expert to and what part they can handle to. So we can say, in short, being organized is also known as knowing our limits to do a given task by applying these 5 organizational skills to improve us to be a better organized person. That's all from my side. I will present it to the next presenter.
Hi and Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Nur Aida Izrain binti Abdul Hadi, matric number 1921810. Today I will be presenting about organizational ethics.
What is organizational ethics? Organizational ethics is the applied ethics discipline that addresses the moral choices influenced and guided by values, standards, principles, rules, and strategies associated with organizational activities and business situations. Organizational ethics focuses both on the individual and the group. There are at least 4 elements that aim to create an ethical culture and behavior of employees within an organization. These elements are a written code of ethics and standards, ethics training for executive managers and employees, confidential reporting systems, and ethical behaviors in the workplace. A code of ethics is a company policy statement or document designed to guide employees in decision-making. As a form of a value statement, It views ethics as a guide of principles that help professionals in their business conduct, dealings, honesty, and with integrity. Many well-known companies have their own code of ethics published for the interest of the general public. Here are the examples from the Code of Ethics and Business Conduct from well-known websites. Here is the Google's Code of Conduct. And this is Twitter's developers' Code of Conduct. The purpose of ethics training is to enable employees to identify and deal with ethical problems, developing their moral intuitions which are implicit in everyday choices and actions. Confidential reporting system. This confidential reporting policy is intended to encourage and enable employees to raise serious concerns within the organization rather than overlooking a problem. For example, employees are often the first to realize that this may be something seriously wrong within the organization. However, they may not express their concerns because they feel that speaking up would be disloyal to their colleagues or the organization. They also may fear harassment or victimization. In these circumstances, it may be easier to ignore the concerns rather than report what may just be a suspicion or malpractice. This policy aims to encourage the employees to feel confident in raising serious concerns and to question and act upon concerns about practice, reassure that you will be protected from possible victimization, and last but not least, to receive feedback on any action taken. Why is ethical behavior in the workplace important? Ethics in the workplace should be a core value of any organization. It is needed to establish baseline measures and increase efficiency. Most importantly, it is essential to having strong working relationships with people. Firstly, it is important to the employees to properly read the rules and regulations in order not to defer them. Next, it is important for employees to always take responsibility for decisions made both individually and in a team. In addition, an employee should not do anything that may make his or her employee withdraw trust, and it doesn't matter whether you are dealing with intern or a junior, they should all be treated with respect. Furthermore, effective communication also very important to avoid misunderstanding when dealing with issues in the workplace. And last but not least, it is also important to be professional in the workplace. The use of informal words in a formal workplace is highly unprofessional. These standards should be held high.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Naimah binti Abdul Kadir. My metric number 1925562. Today I will be presenting about skills for effective meeting. Before we dive in more about managing meetings, we have to understand about three types of group behaviors that happen during the meetings. First one is task-oriented behavior. Second, relationship-oriented behavior. And the last one, self-directed behavior. So what is task-oriented behavior? They are the one who focus on completing a given task. They are really needed in meeting because they tend to lead people to generate many ideas. So this type of behavior help the team members not carried away with their idealistic discussion. Instead, these individuals straight away remind members about the main specific goals which what we could achieve. Next one is relationship-oriented behavior. So this type of behavior is more to create bonding with people regardless of their age and position. So what are the characteristics? They are usually try to maintain proper communication with meeting members and have a good participation among the group and outside the group. Besides that, they are like the backbone of meeting because they support people's ideas who have the precise objective, and being humorous to enliven the environment. So one of good thing to have them in meeting is they are capable to mediate disagreement or conflicts among meeting members. The last one is self-directed behavior. This kind of individual tend to be negative at times. So it is very unhealthy to have this person in meeting because they would like to dominate the conversation and be the center of attention. Regarding personal matters, they like to keep their personal goals from others. And this individual also lack of trust and respect for the other team members, and sometimes they straightforwardly reject their ideas without considering their feelings. Next, managing meeting. There are 3 sections we need to know: before, during, and after. So before we hold a meeting, make sure to have objective of doing meeting. Meaning here we must plan the draft, work, and assign and distribute tasks to meeting members so that they can visualize it. For during meeting, make sure that the process of meeting runs smoothly by dealing wisely with conflicts in order to not dragging the time. Before the end of meeting, we have to summarize all the key points of agreement and disagreement. Last one is after meeting. What should we do is publish main messages or information what we have discussed to group meeting as a reminder. Also, always evaluate the meeting process for continuous improvement.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Emily. My metric number is 1824428. So let's move on event management. So what is event management? Event management is the provision of many details of the management of events such as conferences, festivals, or weddings. Event management includes the various functions used to execute large events, which may include meetings, conferences, concerts, trade shows, festivals, and ceremonies. It involves handling the overall logistics of the event, working with staff and project managing the entire event. Other responsibilities may include managing budgets and teams of people responsible for each function, as well as overseeing the execution of events. The event management also oversees the services of all external suppliers and professionals, including event planners. How event management works. Specific responsibility of an event manager might include selecting and reserving venues, coordinating outside vendors, engaging speakers or entertainment, arranging for transportation and parking, obtaining necessary permits and appropriate insurance, complying with health and safety standards, developing emergency contingency plans, crisis and situation management at the event, designing a security plan, and the last one is monitoring the event. The role of event management services. Event management companies are often hired to plan and execute large corporate meetings and special events, while weddings and concerts are common events for event management professionals. Sporting events, parties, and large gatherings are also occasions that can benefit from event management. Government entities, non-profit organizations, associations, and companies all use event management companies to coordinate important events and meetings. The event management function can often be found within a company's marketing or public relations department or as part of their special event staff. Event management requires excellent organizational skills, ability to multitask, effective time management skills, ability to prioritize and take to task the whole process from vision to execution of an event persistence, creativity, and flexibility. Interpersonal skills are also important as project management is key element, involving not only functional management, but also people team management. Interacting with individuals and at all levels of the organization is part of the job, so being comfortable, posed, and a strong communicator will go a long way in developing these relationships.